he can use the blessed token once per scenario, so this is a one-time deal. I'm going to give it to the blonde-haired blade, and he is going to give it to the, he's going to increase his movement. So I take that counter, and I'm just going to place it right there. And I get to take that 3 wound off.
Okay.
Because that was a block. That's why I didn't use it earlier. That's sort of a late game thing you want to use. So he's now got his 3 ability, his 3 dice is back open. He healed a little bit.
Okay.
But the redeemer can only use that talent one time, so this is going to be the only time I can use it. All right, so I've got the redeemer is at 3. The blade. Let me see what the map looks like. I know you got a bunch of people on the board. Okay, I'm going to activate the blonde blade. Up there in the lair.
Yeah.
And his combat on a 3 is 2. So I will roll 2 dice. And I'll roll them one at a time. The 2 is a 3. The other one is a 2. You've only got one guy there anyway, so he's gone. And so now the blade can move, and he can move 2 because of the +1 that the blessed talent gave him. And he is going to move 1, and then he is going to move 2. So I need to go get a new tile.
Okay.
And I'll take the second draw tile because I think that's one that you set and when you had an ability.
Yep.
And I will stick it up there. And I'll flip it. And then you get to place it however you wish. And then the dice goes to 8. All right.
I sure could use a hole right now.
Yeah, I thought that was a hole at first. That's a water tile. He's already gone 2 anyway, so he's got to stop. So he's done. So I'll go back to my area and move his dice over onto him to show that he's been activated and finished with his movement. I'll move the dark-haired blade next. He's at a 4. No, he's at a 4. So he's got 2 movement and 1 combat. And let me see where he's at. All right, he's on the board with 2 troglodytes. So he's got 1 combat. So he's going to go ahead and do 1 attack on those troglodyte guys. So I will roll the dice. He's got a 2, so that's a miss. And now he can move 2. And he is going to move. Now, see, typically, Charles, he couldn't move because there's 2 troglodytes and only 1 of him.
Right.
But he's got the elusive ability.
Okay.
Which means the blocking ability does not affect him.
Okay.
So he is going to go down to 1, and he's got to stop even though his movement's 2. He must stop because he's on a water hex.
Right.
Okay. So he's done. So go back to the hero play area and move his dice over onto his picture to show that he's been activated. Now I will go with the condemned, I think, let me see here. The condemned brute is going to no, let me see here. Okay, he's pretty beat up. Demon's in fairly good shape. Okay, I think I'm going to go with the condemned brute next. He's at a 1, so his combat is 4. He's going to attack your main demon.
That's not good.
So I've got 1. Let me put the dice on there. 1, 2, 3. And there's one more dice somewhere. There it is. 4. And I'm going to roll them all at once. Oh, no, I'm not going to roll. I'm going to roll the 5 first. So I'll put it up there and roll that. It's a 6. So that's a hit on the demon.
He's done.
Let me see here. How many hits does the demon have on him?
He's got 3 on him already.
All right. So I'm going to roll the second dice. And I'll move up there. And it's a 4. So the demon is eliminated. That'll be his 4th hit.
Okay.
And now I can't attack the troglodytes because they weren't targeted. So that's the end of my combat. But now see, the brute can't leave that tile because there's 2 troglodytes, so they outnumber him.
Right.
And he's not elusive, so he can't leave. So he's done. So I go to the hero play area. I'm going to move his dice over onto his picture. And I'm going to next activate the Redeemer, who is at 3. He's got 2 movement and 1 combat. Alright, so he's going to move he's got 2 movement. So he is going to move down with the brute. And then he's got 1 combat. So he is going to combat the troglodytes. So he rolls 1 dice. The dice is showing a 6 now. And I'm going to roll it. And I need a 3 or better. And I missed. So that ends the Redeemer's turn. So I go back to the hero play area. I can discard the bless token. And it's done for the game. And then I'll just bring the Redeemer's dice over into his box just to remind us of what their defense is. And it is now over to you.
Do I have any once per game abilities that I could use?
Yeah. If you look at some of your demons may have, and some special scenarios may have, and if you look at your board,
Yep.
if you look at your, what do they call it, the board of destiny or whatever. Let me see here. All right, if you look at resistance is futile, futile. If you roll a 9, then none of the human warriors are elusive, and all your troglodytes become elusive. Um, then you got frantic over with sharpened claws, 2 dice with even scores. And that's pretty much it, unless a demon card, some of the demon cards might give you some attributes or some abilities, but the troglodytes, they they pretty much don't, because they don't have a, well, they're up in the corner.
Okay.
They're, no, because they're 1 health, 1 movement, 1 combat, 3 defense, and there's no like elusive, uh, bodyguard. What's another one? Um, Impressive. But I think some of the demons do have some. Let me see what your demon in the player is. This particular demon doesn't have any, but I think there's a couple of demons that do have some talents. But this underground hunter does not. Other than what's in the text, where he gets +1 combat per line of action canceled on the target's card, which you can bring him back in. He can come in twice. He's done come in once, so you still got him available to bring him back on the board before the end of the game.
Okay. Wow.
And some of your cards, some of your event cards may give you some talents. I'm not sure.
That looks like a good one there. Let's see.
Yeah, but you need 2 dice for that one. You need 1 odd and 1 even.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide if I want to give up that TP for this turn, which I need that demon to come in. All right. All right, so we're going to get 4. Sorry, my mouse is going crazy.
That's all
Okay, and then next time I'll get the
right. Extra dice.
yeah. All right, so we're going to bring in the demon. Five. And 2 troglodytes.
Okay.
So we're going to move up here.
Okay.
And the defense value of the blonde-haired guy.
Blonde-haired guy is at a 3, so his defense is at a 4. The other guy is at a 4. His defense is the dark-haired guy is at a 3 defense, and the blonde-haired guy's at a 4 defense.
Let's do the blonde-haired guy. Oh, the dark-haired guy's at a 3.
Yeah.
But he's got a lot more.
And I don't. Yeah, you gotta. You know, I've never had this problem. If you play this game in person, you don't have a problem saying the blonde-haired guy and the dark-haired guy. I guess they probably should have given each character a different name.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah, the
Oh, there's so
blonde-haired
much
guy
damage on the blonde-haired guy. It's
got
tempted.
4 wounds. The dark-haired guy's got 2 wounds.
All right, let's go for the blonde-haired guy.
The blonde-haired guy has the blunderbuss.
Which guy has the blunderbuss?
The blonde-haired guy.
And does that help him in defense?
He's most dangerous.
Okay.
But,
So we'll try him first. Got a 1. Nothing. Next guy comes in. Nothing.
yeah, that's right. Because, wait a minute. Blonde-haired guy was at
4.
Yeah, and he had a 4. You're
Yeah.
right.
So the demon's coming in. And he has an attack of 1.
Yeah, but he's got, remember, he gets +1 per line of action canceled on their target's card. So he's got a 1. Plus, if he attacks the blonde-haired guy has 4 wounds, so that he would get a combat of 5.
Okay.
If he attacks the dark-haired guy, he'd get a combat of 3. He gets +1 for every wound that he's targeting. That's his special ability. That's what we missed the first part of the game yesterday. He was just shooting. I thought he was pretty weak. I was like, why is this guy so weak?
Okay. So we're going to attack the blonde-haired guy.
So you get 5 dice, and the blonde-haired guy has 4 defense. So if you get 2 4s, he's dead out of 5 dice.
You would have to say that out loud because you know how my die roll goes. All right, rolling high. Rolling high. There we go.
That's a hit.
Rolling high.
And that's a hit. So I go to my hero area. That pretty much wipes out the blonde guy. So I'll just flip that card over, show that he's gone. And of course, I'll flip the blunderbuss over since it's gone. It leaves when he leaves. Nobody can pick it up or anything like that. It's just gone. And so you wipe him out, and he is off the board. So that was your demon guy.
Yep. So going back to the bottom and moving forward here. So in the pit area,
Okay.
I'm going to attack the brute.
Okay.
His defense is
3.
3.
He's got a 1.
All right, so attacking the brute. 4, that's a hit.
So that's a hit. So the brute has to take a hit. And the brute is going to place it in the 1 spot.
Okay. Now, can that guy move out of there if there's the same number? I think that he can.
Which guy?
The guy
Yeah,
that just.
yes, because he's not. No, he can't because the brute's in there, and the
Oh,
brute
okay.
is innocent.
Okay. And now the other troglodyte.
Okay.
That's a hit.
Okay. So the brute is dead, I do believe. Yep, the brute only had one space left, so the brute puts his last wound and flips it over, show that he's out of the game. I always forget to check my cards. I don't have a card that'll help, so it wouldn't matter anyway. So the brute is dead. So my only chance of winning right now is getting at least getting both the Redeemer and that last blade to the exit. The only way that I can tie you is to get at least one person to the exit, which I'm not in very good shape to do that right now. All right. So you can still move those other. Yeah, you can move him now, since now he's not. Yeah.
All right. So he's going to attack the sorcerer.
Okay. Let me see. He's a 3. His defense is 3. All right. So that was a hit, right?
Yep.
All right. So I go to the hero play area. The Redeemer has. What's he going to take? I don't want to take the 2 or the 5 because that'll wipe out a special ability. I will go with the 4. Yeah, I'll go with the 4.
All right.
So I place the rune in the 4 spot.
Last attack. 6.
That's another hit. So I go to the hero play area. And I'll take a wound and I will place it on the 6th spot of the Redeemer. Okay?
And that is it for me.
Okay. So I go to the hero play area. I've only got 2 characters left. So I will roll 2 dice. 4 and a 5. I will place the 4 on the blade. I will place the 5 on the Redeemer, which gives him his special ability card, which is the Aura of Precognition, ESP. And let me see if I got any cards. My cards. Okay. All right. So let's see here. I will play. I will activate the Redeemer first. So he's out of 5. So he's got a movement of 1 and a combat of 1. He can't move right now because he's outnumbered on the tile, so he's prevented from leaving. So he gets 1 dice, and he rolls a 4, which kills one of those troglodytes. forgot to use his talent to check the next tiles, but I'm not gonna worry about it. So he can't move because there's two troglodytes and only one of him. So he's blocked from moving. So his turn is over. So I'll move his dice onto his photo. Now the blade is at a 4. He's got 2 movement and 1 combat. He can't. He could move because he's elusive.
Okay.
So he doesn't follow the blocking rules. So he is going to move to explore the next tile, which I'll go to the game box and pull off the last tile that you put on and set it at the exit. And I will flip it, and it's another layer.
Nice.
Did you already up the dice?
I did.
Okay. So now he's moved, and I wish he had a blunderbuss because then he could shoot, but he can't do any combat because nobody's on his tile. So his turn is done. So I will go move his dice onto the picture to show that he's been activated and his turn is over. And it's back to you.
All right, so I'm rolling 4 dice this time. Okay.
And that's not good for me, of course.
All right, so we put the 2 6s on the trap,
Okay.
and we're going to apply damage there, and then we got 4 more TP, bringing us to a total of 5. We only have 3 troglodytes, so
Okay.
it might have been an overkill there.
So you get to choose which one of my guys you want to hit automatically.
We'll hit the cleric.
Okay.
Well, it doesn't really do much good there, does it? Let's see. Let's hit the guy who's almost out.
The guy that's almost out.
Yeah, the blade.
The blade.
Yeah.
The blade's got 2 wounds. The Redeemer has 3.
Yeah, but he can't get up there, can he?
Yeah, he's way behind. Oh, when you say almost out, you mean almost out of the. Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
out of the snare. Yeah.
When you said almost out, I thought you meant almost out of the. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So I get to pick the line of action. That's what that LOT R stands for. Line of action. So I get to pick that. Let me see. I don't want the 2 if I can help it, and I don't. Or I don't. 2 and 5. Well, I guess I got to start looking at what his best defense is. I don't want the 6 hit. I don't want the. I'm going to put it on the 4. So I'll put a wound on the 4 slot.
Now, if the next tile has a straight, and that makes a dead end, is that the end of the game?
What'd you say?
If the next tile is a straight, is that a dead end, and that's the pretty much because it's turn 10, the end of the game? Or will the next tile have to be the final tile?
I read something on that. You do the yeah, when it goes to the 10, instead of picking one at random, you put the exit on it.
Okay.
There was something, but I may be wrong. You may go place the 10 in the next one, but I've always played it that when you hit the 10, instead of placing a random one, you place the exit.
Okay.
And I may be wrong about that, but it's not going to make a whole lot of difference. I'm in, very serious trouble here.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right. So I'm going to. I've already placed the other room for your. So now so you've wounded my guy with your trap. So now you play your. You can you can bring on troglodytes or whatever.
How'd you know I was going to do that?
Okay. And of course, they come on the layer.
Okay. This is going to be bad news for this guy.
It looks like it.
All right. So, uh,
Let me see. He is a defense of 3. So he's a defense of 3.
and the troglodytes cannot leave an unexplored area, right?
Correct.
Okay.
Unless there's a special scenario rule. The demon player cannot explore unexplored opening. Correct.
All right. So the first thing I'm going to do is move this troglodyte up here because I can't have more than 3 on, and I want to get that demon in there.
Correct.
The second thing I'm going to do is the bottom, the layer. First troglodyte's going to attack. I rolled a 1, and he's going to move back to here.
Okay.
The second troglodyte will attack. Nothing. Third troglodyte. I think it's a hit.
Okay, so I go to hero player spot. And I've got to place a wound, and I will put it on the 5 spot.
Okay. And now the demon guy comes in.
Okay.
And how many hits of damage do you have?
I think 4. Let's see. Hero player 1, 2, 3, 4. So he's got 5 combat. 1 plus his target has 4 wounds. So you roll 5 dice and 2 3s or better, and I'm dead.
All right. So 1. It's 1 hit. 2.
That's 2 hits. And that will take him out. So he gets the thing placed there. He gets one placed there. I'll go ahead and flip his card. Show that he is now dead. So now it is still your turn. And I've got one guy left, surrounded by all kinds of stuff.
All right. So
I'm a long ways from the exit.
this guy will move into here.
Okay?
That's a
And
hit.
is a 5. His defense is a 5. That's a hit.
Okay. Next one.
I will. The R of Courage doesn't help me anymore, but that's a good defense. I'll place it on the. I need that movement just in case I could escape. That's 5. I'll place it on the 2 because that don't help. That talent or that ability won't help me anymore. All right.
Next troglodyte. He'll move out. Next troglodyte. Miss. Next troglodyte. Miss. And that's it for me.
Okay. All right. So now it's my turn. Let me see. I roll 1 dice. It's a 3. Thank goodness that wasn't a blocked thing or he'd be exhausted. So I've got 2 movement and 1 combat and 3 defense. So I am going to do this. I am going to move 1. No, wait, I can't move. I can't even leave because you got me. Because you got more troglodytes than I have. So I'm blocked from moving, so I can't even move. So the only thing I can do is combat, and his combat out of 3 is 1 dice, attacking the troglodytes. So I will roll the dice. I kill 1 troglodyte. Doesn't help because I still can't leave because you got me outnumbered. And so it is your turn.
All right. Rolling 3 this time. All right. We'll take an event card.
Okay.
Two TP and an extra die next turn.
Okay.
Okay. Got my 2 points. Got my card. Okay, troglodytes in the square are going to attack.
Okay.
With the guy. That's 1 hit.
So that's a hit. What is that? 3. I got a defense of 3. All right, so I will place that wound in the
5 box, please. I got a card that lets me choose where to go.
Okay.
All right, so that was the first one.
Okay.
And he'll move out. And then the guy in the box with him will attack.
Okay.
And you said your defense was a 3?
Yeah.
Another hit.
All right, so I think that does him in, and that is his last wound. So he is dead, and so the demons win because you have killed all the demons before the exit.
Wow, that turned around. I did not expect that.
Yeah, the humans, of course, when the game starts, the humans, they can do a lot because they're not wounded yet. But once you start wounding them, they're in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah, I think the towel draws went pretty good too.
yeah.
And
I didn't have any good tiles. I didn't get any stash tiles other than that one, and that's the only way I can get cards because there's no way for me to get cards. Uh, I've got a lot more talents because troglodytes, they're just nothing but fodder.
yeah,
Uh, but it doesn't matter because they can always come back and you can never have more than 11 anyway.
yeah,
So you can just keep using them. Uh, but and the demon has some good event cards. So that's usually if you got a dice you don't know what to do with, take threat points or a card. That always helps. But yeah, I got I didn't get any good tiles. We had a layer tile, two layer tiles, and then there was enough water tiles that was slowing me down.
yeah.
The humans just pretty much have to make a full blown run for it. But they only need to get two there. And strategy wise, I'm sure I didn't, you know, do that well strategy wise, obviously. But,
I thought you did pretty good.
uh, I think this game, as simple as the rules are, I think it can get pretty strategic
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you really sit and think about it.
It was kind of hard for me to adjust back to move, fire, move, fire. I'm
Yeah,
used to that
yeah,
concentrated fire where you move a whole bunch of people in an attack and stuff.
yeah,
But yeah, I liked it.
yeah. I think it's good, and they've got a bunch. Uh, the base game has six scenarios, but there's a bunch of them. I printed them all off. I got them in a notebook somewhere, and I can't find it. And they also have a bunch of other like heroes and stuff like that. There's all and they've got campaigns. I mean, they've got so much in this game. It's really simple, but there is a lot to. There's not a lot to remember, but it's like some of the talents, like the elusive, the frantic, the bodyguard, impressive, and blessed. It's mainly the humans get advantage of. The troglodytes don't get any talents. I'm pretty sure there's some uh, demons that have some of those talents that the underground hunter didn't. But I mean, that underground hunter, he gets plus one uh, combat dice for every wound that whoever he's attacking. So it's thematically, it's like he's attacking the weakest. It's to his advantage to attack the weakest warrior or human.
One thing I noticed that A Taste for Blood never really came into play. I never played it, but it didn't really seem like you had any chance to play it on me. So the human warriors can no longer prevent the appearance of troglodytes.
Right.
So how do you usually do that? Through a card?
No, what that means is, and there's actually a misprint on that particular tile. If you do a taste for blood, okay, say my redeemer's up here in that tile above the one where he got killed at.
Right.
All right, normally when you play, when you bring troglodytes onto the board, uh, or a demon on the board, normally if this demon right here was going to come on, he couldn't come on there because there's a human there.
Oh, okay.
So what a taste for blood does, it allows him to come on to that tile even though a human's there.
Okay.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Now in the parentheses it says, but they can still enter the game via non. It should say, but the can should be gone. They still have to enter the game via a non-explored opening. So in other words, they have to, like they usually do.
Okay.
Now, if you combine that with the 7 and 11, if you and the only way you're going to get that is if you roll four dice. But now there's cards that would even give, I think that would give you maybe even another dice. But if you combine a taste for blood with burrowing monsters, that says during the current threat phase, troglodytes and demons can appear on as many tiles as you wish where no human warriors are present. Well, if you've got a taste for blood, then you can appear. Let me see. Let me find a place where you could normally not appear. All right. Okay. Say that the Redeemer's down here in the right where he got killed in that trap tile.
Right.
All right. If you play both of those, all right. There's no unexplored opening, so normally a troglodyte just couldn't show up there, and even if a troglodyte could, he couldn't show up there because the Redeemer's there. Well, with the combination of a taste for blood and burrowing monsters, he can because taste for blood lets him show up where humans are at, and the burrowing lets him show up on his on any tile. See what I'm saying?
Yep.
If you use those two in combination, pretty much troglodytes can come in on any time as long as they don't exceed their 3 warrior maximum.
And assuming you still have to play threat points to bring them on.
Uh, yeah, you gotta pay.
Yeah,
You
you
have
still
the
got to
threat.
pay for it. Yeah.
Yeah, right. You still
Okay.
have to have the threat points to bring them on.
I'm
So
interested to see the expansion too.
what's that?
So you're saying the scenarios online are playable with the base game, or do you need the expansion to do that?
No, the scenarios online are the ones that I got. It's been a couple years ago. Whenever this game, no, they all deal with the base game because the expansion had not come out yet.
Okay.
And there may be, since this expansion came out, they may have added some more to it. But so they might have added some for the expansion. But expansion has 12 scenarios in it. And I don't know how many are online, but there was quite a few of them that were online. And that's I guess the Asthma Day website has those on. You just print them out.
Yeah.
But
Oh, they do Dungeon Twister too. Do you play Dungeon Twister?
no, I've never played that.
I've got that one and a couple of the expansions. It looks good. But yeah, I love the way the miniatures look and they're painted and everything like that. It's very nice.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, this is I don't understand why this game doesn't have as many people play it that you would think because it's not difficult. It's the components are excellent, and it's a pretty strategic. Well, it's not necessarily strategic. It's more tactical, but I mean it's a pretty good game,
Yeah.
and it's not. Um, it's not. It's it's the theme is not too bad for younger children.
Right.
I mean, there's I don't think you're going to scare your average 10-year-old with this game. It's not like some of the Descent and stuff like that, where some of the artwork may not be maybe inappropriate for younger kids. This one doesn't really have that. The only unless it offends you that you pretty much have Christians and criminals fighting demons.
Yeah.
Which, um, so, but it's pretty good. I like this. I think they did a good. What I don't like about the Vassal module is the, the dice rolling. When you draw the square, if you want to roll like all the dice, it's black on black. So you sort of have to look at the dice to see they don't highlight.
Right.
And so it's hard to tell. But then when you moved it onto the thing, And then when you try to move on the thing, you can't move a box around the dice because it wants to move the tile.
Yeah, there's a lot of scenarios on here.
Yeah, it is. And they also have a bunch of different heroes on there and a bunch of different demons on there, uh, which I would think this game would get. Well, what you get with it, I'm surprised that it's not as popular because it sort of flies under the radar.
Right.
Um,
I think the game length might be a detriment to it just because of the simplicity of the game.
mm,
Um, what did our game take? 3 hours?
yeah,
Which for you and I is not a big deal because you and I play 3 hour games all the time. But
right.
like a kid or something playing a game like this for 3 hours, I'm not sure if they could hang in there with that or not.
Yeah,
But
well, that's true. But then again, once you get the rules down pat, you don't have to look at this, you don't have to look at that.
yeah,
We could probably play this game in an hour and a half. This scenario,
yeah.
easy, maybe 2 hours. 2 hours would be definitely reasonable.
Now, how many scenarios have you played?
Uh, how many have I played?
Yeah,
Uh, Probably about three. I've played this one. I've only played this face to face once, and I've played a couple of others just solo, just trying to learn the rules.
right.
So I mean, like I said, I think you get a for what you pay for it. I think you get a good game,
Yeah,
and and just the game we just played. I mean, we're just you're just scratching the surface of what actually you can do. Because like with my brute, I never used. Of course, you always attack him instead of the redeemer. But the brute can take. He's got bodyguard, so he can take wounds if he's on the same tile. Even if you attack somebody else, he can take their wound. Uh, he also has that impressive which blocks. The blades have elusive, and then I've got action cards, which the only way I can get them is to find a stash pile in this scenario, maybe different another scenario, and then you can get event cards as many as you want. Now in the expansion, I think they tried to balance it out because a lot of people were saying that the base game was so uh, unbalanced for the demon player.
right.
And in the expansion, they've changed the rules to where the demon player can have no more than uh, three event cards at any one time.
Oh, okay.
Because you used to be able to have an unlimited number, and that was probably pretty devastating. And also, the Redeemer's Blessed ability, the one that I used at one time
Right.
to heal that guy,
Yeah.
in the expansion, they give you a new card to replace what Bless does, and it's a little bit more powerful to help the humans out.
Yeah, I'm
So
trying to find a picture of the expansion pack miniatures.
yeah, let's go on Board Game Geek. They're on there. It's you get two new heroes, you get Hellhounds, and you only get four figures. I think you get two new heroes,
Right.
and then you get the two Hellhounds, which are pretty good. I mean, it adds a lot. There's so much that they could do with this game. I don't know if it's because it just is. I guess it's mainly because it just. I mean, of course they're going to do what the market wants,
Right.
and I don't think they've. I think if they marketed this game a little bit better, they could probably do a lot with it. And they are coming out with a mini expansion, which I think is going to come out with a new hero, maybe a couple of a new monster, a new demon, an actual new demon figure, and a couple of new cards, and maybe a tile or two. I don't know. Now the expansion also has additional tiles, uh, but it's pretty good. When we get some time, Charles, we ought to get together and do it face to face.
Yeah.
Because I think that's where this game really shines. It does good on Vassal, but the only, there are some clunky things to the Vassal.
Oh, I agree. And then plus the look of the miniatures, just it makes it look so much, nicer
Yeah,
and stuff.
and when you're playing face to face, you don't have to say the blonde blade. You just say this guy. You know?
Well, there is a what do you call it? Queen City Gamers next Wednesday, I believe. So maybe we can get together then.
Where do they play at, Frank?
The Waldhorn.
Is that over in is that the place over near Pineville?
Yep.
Yeah, that's about 30 minutes from where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not too bad.
I think everybody's 30 minutes from where you're at, so it doesn't matter who you play with. It's gonna be a 30-minute drive for you.